What you see here is the web user interface of Woody Ingest Live Scheduler. I'm in my web browser in Google Chrome, so this is the ideal solution for collaboration and management of all your recordings. Here on the left hand side, you can see all the channels that have been configured on my system. And of course, we can have channels across multiple video servers. Here we are managing 2 video servers. We are with 4 channels each. We can see that we have different kind of channels. We have 3 SDI channels, 3 IP channels, and 1 NDI channel. So on the same system, you can manage various sources types in the same user interface. You have different ways to create recordings in this user interface. The first one is to schedule something for later. So you can click anywhere on the timeline and you can plan a recording and give all the necessary metadata to do so. So here is scheduled recording. You can choose on which channel, the start time, the end time, and you can choose a profile. There is a default profile for each channel, but if you need, you can change the profile to something different. Depending on the profile, the file will end somewhere different in the production system, and you can be asked to fill some metadata that you can totally configure according to your workflow. So here I have scheduled my recording, my correspondent recording for 5:30 p.m. Now you have a different way that is to trigger a crash recording in the system. So you can hit the red button here to start a crash recording. And what is interesting here is that as soon as you hit the button, the recording starts immediately. So no frame lost, no time lost. But the transfer to the production system will happen only when you have finished to fill the metadata here. So here I am feeding my metadata, adding, choosing the agency's profile, adding a description. This is my description and a source, let's say EBU. So now when I click on the save button, the file starts being transferred from the video server itself to the production system, which is super interesting because if you have a network failure, if you have a production system failure, your recording is not lost and it can be retransferred afterwards. Of course, the system, I mentioned it before, supports edit while recording. So this demo crash recording that I have started a few seconds ago, is it available now for editing in my production system? To know that, I am going now to my Avid Interplay system because my system is connected to Avid Interplay. And as I use the agency's profile, I go to the agency's folder and I can see that I have a folder with the date of today. And I have now a folder with EBU, the source I've defined. And here I can see that my recording is coming in. So as you can see, there is nothing lost on the way, and we can directly and very quickly start editing on my content. Now back to my scheduler. We've talked about SDI recording, but also IP streams recording. So how does it work? Here you have a URL button to define the default URL that will be defined as source for this channel. Here we have 3 YouTube feeds that have been defined. But maybe you want to record something different. So that's why when you are scheduling a recording job on an IP channel, you have this URL field here where you can add any URL of the stream that you want to record. I mentioned that we support YouTube Live, but can also be UDP, RTP, HLS, Dash, and others. In the scheduler, you can also modify what you've planned. So you can extend or reduce the duration of a coming recording. You can move a recording to a different channel just by drag and drop with the control key. And you can modify also a recording that has already started to extend its duration or to reduce it. Now I mentioned the Skype call recording. So what I'm doing now to show you how it works is that I am now dialing on my phone to call a Skype user that is connected to my video server, to my Woody Ingest Live video server. And I have configured this server to auto answer the call. So now I'm dialing from my phone and the call has been answered. So if I go to my server, I can see that my NDI feed, my Skype NDI feed, is being retrieved and is being now recorded. Not yet recorded, but available in my Woody Ingest Live server. And I can now start a recording either directly here from the thick client of Woody Ingest Live that runs on the video server itself, or I can start the recording also from my web browser where the thumbnails has been updated now. So as you can see, SDI, IP, NDI feeds really easy to record with the Woody Ingest Live and Woody Ingest Live scheduler.